ça devrait marcher. Ok, yo les gars. Je regarde si on m'entend bien. Yo les gars. Ok. Je regarde si on m'entend bien. Yo les gars. Ok. Là je pense que ça va être mieux. Je regarde si on m'entend bien. Yo les gars. Ok. Là je pense que ça va être mieux. Je regarde si on m'entend bien. Tac. Voilà, donc j'ai commencé le speedrun Minecraft il n'y a pas longtemps. Et donc aujourd'hui on va s'entraîner pour speedrun. Hein. Sachez que je veux bien qu'on m'aide à speedrun puisque je sais pas vraiment faire. Attendez. Qu'est-ce que je voulais faire? Donc voilà. On va regarder.
Dénicher de super ventes flash. Jusqu'à moins 30% pendant la Black Friday Week Amazon jusqu'au 1er décembre.
Salut, c'est Franck Leboeuf. Vous voulez savoir combien vaut votre voiture? Allez sur vendezvotrevoiture.fr. Rentrez simplement les détails de votre véhicule et recevez rapidement son prix de vente. Et vendez ensuite votre voiture dans une de nos agences. On s'occupe de tout. Mon conseil, obtenez votre prix de vente sur vendezvotrevoiture.fr.
Attendez.
Salut, aujourd'hui je fais un tuto pour utiliser le Ninja Brainbot. C'est un outil qui sert à calculer la position du stronghold pour le speedrun Minecraft. Pour commencer, vous allez devoir télécharger les deux exécutables Java en cliquant sur les deux premiers liens dans la description. Le premier c'est le bot en lui-même, il va vous permettre de calculer la position du stronghold. Et le deuxième c'est un outil qui vous permettra d'être beaucoup plus précis puisqu'il agit comme une loupe. Une fois que c'est fait, vous pouvez lancer les deux programmes et directement ouvrir les paramètres du Ninja Brainbot. Dans la partie basique, affichez les coordonnées du Nether, affichez les coordonnées du Stronghold en 4.4, cliquez sur Detail pour avoir...
Alors attendez, on va paramétrer le Ninja Bot.
avoir plus d'informations sur le bot, et vérifiez bien que la version de Minecraft est en 1.9, 1.18. Alors,
This is a beginner's guide to use.
Non, pas lui.
Then go to the settings, change the display stronghold location using to 4:4.
Alors,
Change the view type to detailed. Then go to the optional features, general, and enable all of these settings. Open up Jingle, go to the hotkeys tab, add eye measuring script, set a hotkey. Mine's going to be J, but it can be anything. Press OK, then go to scripts. Next to resizing, press customize. Change the eye measuring size to be your scripts.
jingle. Alors attendez, je sais pas s'il y a du monde. Non, ça faut juste que je fasse ça. On va juste regarder s'il y a... Ouais, non, c'est bon.
Mine's going to be J. Eye measuring script.
Hotkey, hotkey, add, G, I.
Set a hotkey. Mine's going to be J, but it can be anything. Press OK, then go to scripts. Next to resizing, press customize. Change the eye measuring size to be your monitor's width in pixels by 3600. So my monitor is 1920 pixels wide, so I'm going to enter 1920 by 3600. If you don't have a DPI toggle on your mouse, you may want to enable change cursor speed to 1 when measuring. Press OK. Then go to the OBS tab, press copy script path, open OBS, go to tools, scripts, select the plus. At the top, paste it in, then backspace to jingle. Press enter, and then select jingle obs link.lua. Press open. If you play in full screen, press regenerate with game capture. If not, use window capture. Press close, and you can delete this scene. If you have any overlays you want to add, you can add them to the playing scene, and they will be visible while you are in a world, or the walling scene, where they will be visible while you are on the wall. Open up Minecraft and make a creative world. The advanced command hotkey to be K. Then in NinjaBrainBot, go to the advanced tab and select calibrate standard deviation 113 plus. Now press F3 and C.
Laetitia.
You should be teleported somewhere and given an eye. Press F3 and C. You should be teleported somewhere and given an eye of Ender. Throw the eye. Go to 30 FOV. Change your mouse sensitivity to yawn. And if you enable the setting to change your cursor speed to 1 when measuring, you would disable raw input at this point, or toggle your DPI to be lower. Now, press your eye measuring script hotkey, and then press escape to unpause. You can use F3 escape to pause buffer and get the lineup where the right side of the crosshair is perfectly aligned with the left side of the eye's middle pixel. There should be no gap or overlap, and it is important to get this lineup in each throw of the calibration and in real overlap. The left side is important to get this F3 and C. Once you have the proper lineup, unpause and press F3 and C. Do not move your mouse between the time you unpause and press F3 and C. After that, you can continue throwing eyes until you've done about 20 throws and the standard deviation has stabilized. Once the standard deviation has stabilized and you've done about 20 throws, you should have gotten a number below 0.01. If you did, you can press done and the standard deviation should be applied right here. If not, go back and redo the calibration and make sure you're lining up properly each time with the exact line jumping and then throwing the eye. If you just stand still and immediately throw the eye, the measurement will be inaccurate. Here's an example of how I would measure in a real run. Eye measurements. 20 of the line your cursor. Now press F3 and C. You should be teleported somewhere and given an eye of Ender. Throw the eye. Go to 30 FOV. Change your mouse sensitivity to yawn. And if you enable the
Okay.
setting to change your cursor speed to 1 when measuring, you would disable raw input at this point, or toggle your DPI to be lower. Now, press your eye measuring script hotkey, and then press escape to unpause. You can use F3 escape to pause buffer.
va refaire par exemple H.
And get the line up where you write. After that, 0. If not, each time reset the server client desync that you have by standing still and jumping and then throwing the eye. If you just stand still and immediately throw the eye, the measurement will be inaccurate. Here's an example of how I would measure in a real run.
J'arrive pas à faire la votre truc. Pas pourquoi, frère. Attendez. Ouais, je vois rien, attendez.
Sur Vinted, vous pouvez désormais vendre vos anciens appareils électroniques. Sans stress et sans frais.
It's not that hard and it's not that fast, but in this. And pick up any item in the chest or in the inventory. Oh, it's just double clicking on any item, then shift click on another item and double click while holding the item. And all the other items will go into your inventory. That one's like middling speed, so you could use that one. But then this is the fastest one and the hardest, but you'll get used to it if you want to use it. So how you use it is, this is going to utilize your offhand. So you hover over the item you want to fast loot, and you press the offhand key, and then you shift click on the air, and then you put it back, and then you put it into your inventory with shift click. Here, I'll show you how it goes. And it gets everything into your inventory. That's pretty fast. You might want to practice that a bit because you have to do that pretty fast for it to work properly.
Minecraft speedrunners use all types of external programs to help optimize every second of their speedrun. In this video, I'll optimize your time during the run. It notifies people if any runner is in good pace. Jingle is constantly being updated bot. That is the second program in this list. Unless you're Corey Ray or, and yes, what you're looking at right now is really the mathematics behind Ninja Brain bot. For those unfamiliar, Ninja Brain uses angles that the eye of Ender goes to predict the location of the stronghold. As the development of Ninja Brain continued, we can pretty much be certain to hit the stronghold every time. Ninja Brain bot today has way too many features that would take me ages to go over, but here are the important ones. Bolt Eye allows Ninja Brain to have a super precise measurement of your eye, allowing Ninja Brain to have a chance of knowing the location of the stronghold with only one eye. Pixel Perfect allows Ninja Brain to have the lowest amount of error possible. Basically, you want to line up your crosshair with where the color of the left side of the eye changes. Next up is Prism Launcher. Prism Launcher is a way to organize different instances of Minecraft, where what you do on one today is to rebind keys such as F3 to another key that makes it easier to press.
Attendez, parce que en fait, j'arrive pas.
What's up, guys? Strategy will correspond to the calculated overall 15 minutes if you're a forget translucent window, self-explanatory. Notify when new version available is also self-explanatory. With things, you can pick an alternative. One miss type are useful. It shows other potential offsets, so if one misses or something just doesn't seem right, you can pick an alternative. Theme, got some beautiful themes to pick from, and then window size. I'm gonna keep show angle. Nice info to have. It can help you figure out is so do make aim and measure. So you will just measure the eye throw how you would in a run. I personally drop my sensitivity in FOV for this, but that's just the way I do it. Do it however you'd feel comfortable doing in a run. And just keep measuring the eyes and pressing F3C. And eventually it'll give you a value here. Like, okay. Line up for a second throw. Okay. It's giving us 36% confidence on that location up there. It's probably not going to. Next, 0.008, and then you're also probably going to want to set up a magnifier in your OBS. So what you can do for that is add a display capture. Fire of the but yeah. You probably miss. Throw an eye, zoom in to FOV 30, Okay, well, it depends on your screen resolution. 1080p windowed users will do 30. 1080p full screen users will do 31. And then for 1440p, you will do 35 full windowed and 36 full screen. And then for 4K, it is 40 windowed, 41 full screen. I'm going to be on 30 because I am using 1080p windowed. Drop your sensitivity all the way down to yawn, and then look towards your eye. Now I'm going to be throwing multiple here for demonstration purposes, but you're going to want to use F3 escape to pause buffer your lineup so you can get it exactly. And move over until you have a lineup that looks like this to some degree. So you can see here the right edge of our crosshair is touching, but you see how. So this is the lineup you're going for, but you'll notice that when you get this lineup, there are actually 3, sometimes 4 different ways it can look. What we have here is what we refer to as a right side large or a right fatty, something like that. This means you have your lineup perfect. You can tell to the middle earlier for increasing the angle. And for this one, you will adjust it by going -1 on the angle. So press F3C. It was the left side, so we will press -1 here, and it gives us our coordinates here, which we know from earlier in the video is
Alors, d'après ce que j'ai compris... Attendez. Ah merde, vous voyez rien. Ah. Donc voilà, là on va le mettre là. Est-ce que vous voyez? Ok, c'est bon, vous voyez. Attendez. Là, HTTP. Attendez. Bon, je suis nul à ça, hein. Ok, c'est bon. On va aller en ranked. Les gars, on va aller faire de la ranked. Alors... Les gars, on va se faire une petite minute. Hop. Ok, je sais pas pourquoi. Mais c'est pas grave. Nouveau fichier. Format. « 45-25 ». Coller l'image. D'accord. Oui, oui. Voilà. Hop. Coller. Tac. On va mettre du thé. Ouais, je suis pas fait pour ça.